Oh, hello there. Welcome to From the Red Carpet. Yep, I got a new setup back here. I know. A lot has changed. It's been a crazy last couple of days. Halloween was, and then the end of October in general was just. But we're back now. And it's Resident Evil month, so that's a thing. But, there's a lot of film news that built up, so here we go. And, you know what? Let's just dive right in. So, starting off, it looks like the MCU has delayed some upcoming films, which may piss off some Marvel fans. Thor Love and Thunder moved to July 8th, Wakanda Forever to November 11th, The Marvels to February 17th, Multiverse of Madness, May 6th, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania to July 28th, and apparently there's an untitled film set for November 3rd of 2023. This could possibly be the next big team-up movie, but I'm not too sure. Speaking of Quantumania, in a recent interview, Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang the Conqueror in the film, was asked, "Since Ant-Man doesn't seem like any kind of match for Kang, will Kang end up killing Ant-Man in the film?" Majors just said, "Well, we'll have to see." And not only is Bill Murray confirmed for Quantumania in an unknown role, but it's recently been stated that they're looking at Jim Carrey to play M.O.D.O.K in the film as well. So if that's true, that'll be just crazy. We'll of course see the return of Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Evangeline Lilly as Wasp, Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet Van Dyne. Did you know that back in 2012, for the original Avengers movie, Joss Whedon planned on having the Wasp in the film, played by Zooey Deschanel. But I guess it just didn't work out that way. I mean, technically, Ant-Man and the Wasp were both original members of the Avengers in the comics, so I wonder how that would have changed the MCU. In addition to the huge slate of films coming for Phase 5, it was announced that they're going forward with a new Hulk movie, based around the World War Hulk storyline. And of course, Mark Ruffalo will return as Bruce Banner. This film is set to begin production in 2022. So, Shang-Chi did great at the box office, and Marvel Studios is already planning the sequel. There's not really any other news as to when it will come out or what the plot will be, but Simu Liu will return as Shang-Chi, and apparently Wen Wu will make a comeback at some point. I want to know more about his sister running the Ten Rings, though. Like, what's up with that? Also, it looks like Okoye may be getting either a spin-off film or a series for the MCU based around the Dora Milaje army. There isn't really anything else known at the moment, but, I mean, it would be cool to see Michonne kick some more ass. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is a highly anticipated film coming sometime after Thor Love and Thunder. The film will most likely be about Star-Lord and the other Guardians on a quest to locate the 2014 Gamora now that she's in modern time. In addition to the Guardians and Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, we now have Daniela Melchior added to the cast as Moondragon. In the comics, Moondragon's real name is Heather Douglas, and she's the daughter of Drax. Well, indirectly. So, her father, Arthur Douglas's corpse, was reanimated and turned into who we know as Drax. Basically, what happened was, when she was a kid, while traveling, her family saw Thanos' ship land on Earth, and Thanos pretty much killed them all so there were no witnesses. But, Heather somehow survived and was taken to Thanos' homeworld Titan by Thanos' father, and there she trained with the Titanian monks to unlock a psychic ability she had laying dormant. But also during this time, she came under the influence of a powerful entity called the Dragon of the Moon, which, in addition to her telekinesis and telepathy, allowed her to transform periodically into an actual dragon. Oh yeah, and if the name Daniela Melchior sounds familiar, it's because she played Ratcatcher 2 in the new Suicide Squad. The Eternals is the MCU's latest adventure, with a team comprised of pretty much a lot of A-list celebrities. The Eternals are people, or beings rather, that are centuries old that were placed on Earth by the Celestials to protect it from the Deviants, which are basically like these immortal, genetically engineered monsters that the Celestials created. So why would they just create good and evil and have them fight? Like, I don't know. The film is said to be amazing though, from what I heard, but also that it's the weakest MCU film to date, so I guess it's a mixed bag. However, Harry Styles is said to appear in the post-credits scene as Eros, who's better known to Marvel fans as Star Fox, another member of the Eternals and rival of Thanos. Star Fox possesses psychic abilities and also emotional manipulation. Okay, now onto some No Way Home stuff. We have a better look at both Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus. In this shot, we have Goblin on the glider, sporting his original costume, plus a purple hood. So it's pretty close to the comics. But then here, we see a battle-damaged suit with a lot of additional belts and straps. I can't say for sure which version of these we'll see in the movie, unless maybe we'll see both. Doc Ock, on the other hand, looks about the same, with the exception of a black turtleneck. Also, it's been said that he may steal the nanotech from Peter's Iron Spider suit and use it to upgrade his tentacles, which would be pretty badass. But there's a shot of him with like these new red tentacles, and yeah, he didn't have those in the Raimi film. So, as much as I want it to be nonsense, it's been confirmed that both Sandman and the Lizard are in No Way Home at some point. So I'm guessing the Sinister Six lineup they're going with is going to be Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro, Lizard, Sandman, and Rhino. I mean, there was a picture floating around of a prison in the Sanctum that was housing like a couple of the villains, and it showed Rhino and some others. But then again, what about Mysterio and Vulture? And why even introduce Matt Gargan if he's not going to become Scorpion? I don't get it. Anyway, we gotta look at what the poster will probably look like for the movie. It's pretty much a Green Goblin's mask with all the other villains kind of surrounding it, and then the 3 different Spider-Men. So this may be a legit thing, but I can't tell for sure. One thing I do know is that Charlie Cox will be in the film as Daredevil, and he recently signed on for whatever Spider-Man 4 will be, which from what I heard is going to be the Spider-Man Venom crossover. It was rumored that Kirsten Dunst was reprising her role of Mary Jane in No Way Home, and so far, it looks like that might be the case. But, did you know that Kirsten Dunst wasn't always going to play MJ? Back in 2002, when the first Spider-Man movie was being cast, Sam Raimi was actually looking at either Kate Hudson or Tara Reid for the role. So that would have made things a wee bit different. Another Spidey project in the works is the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse, titled Spider-Man Across the Universe. This one will introduce more versions of Spider-Man, but I don't really know what the plot's going to be. I do know that it's coming out next year, though. Another film coming out next year is Morbius, which has been on the back burner pretty much ever since COVID happened. But now that we finally got Let There Be Carnage, we can look forward to seeing the living vampire very soon. And we just got a new trailer for the film the other day, so let's take a look.
You need a doctor?
I am a doctor.
I should have died years ago.
People all over the world have my disease.
I'm here to find a cure. We have to push the boundaries, take the risks.
If you're gonna run,
Do it now.
People are strange
Dr. Michael Morbius, you've been missing for 2 months.
when you're a stranger.
Then you were found on a container ship that washed up off of Long Island.
Faces look ugly when you're alone.
What did you do to yourself, Doctor?
I wish I knew. I went from dying to being more alive than ever.
It worked.
Not exactly.
I have increased strength and speed,
In some form of bat radar. What else can I do?
There are limits. There has to be.
There's something inside of me. He wants to hunt
consume blood.
Michael. When you're strange, faces come
And you control it.
I don't know.
Half the city wants to kill you.
remembers your name.
We haven't had anything this good since that thing in San Francisco.
When you're strange,
The other half wants to control you.
Hey, Dr. Mike, you and I should stay in touch.
I'd do anything to save a life. But I don't know what I'm capable of.
You save lives, you don't take them.
Are you here to heal the world? Or to destroy it? Who the hell are you, man?
I am Venom. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
Welcome to Raccoon City is supposedly staying true to the source material. But after seeing some new footage and pictures from the film, it's hard to say what exactly is going on. What I mean is, take Wesker for example. In the game, he lured the STARS team to the mansion to use his combat data for Umbrella's bioweapons. However, in the movie, Wesker is a legit good guy who's corrupted by whatever goes down in the mansion. Actor Tom Hopper said that he'll slowly transition into the Wesker we all know. Also, what the hell is this? Why is Lisa Trevor just chilling with Leon and Claire? Is she helping them or something? And why is she in the RPD? She's only supposed to be in the mansion. Like, what the hell? Of course, it looks like the main villain of the film will be William Birkin, which we pretty much already knew. But I guess that means we're not getting any Tyrant or Mr. X. Which I was hoping they were going to save that for the film, but I doubt it. However, they do plan on making multiple films, and they're already setting up the Ashford twins to be the villains in the next one. So, that's a thing. A live-action Code Veronica could be amazing. Wonder Woman 3 is going into pre-production with Gal Gadot back as Wonder Woman and Patty Jenkins back to direct. There's not really a set plot as of yet, but I do know the original Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, will be back as the Golden Warrior, Asteria. The Batgirl movie is going to be another great addition to the DCEU, with Leslie Grace as Batgirl, J.K. Simmons back as Commissioner Gordon, and the newest addition, Brendan Fraser as Firefly. The film is due out at some point next year. Now on to some other stuff. With the success of Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder's going forward with a sequel called Planet of the Dead. I'm sure the cast will be all new, considering they literally all died in the first film. Well, except for Batista's daughter, who may return. And, to close this episode out, it looks like we're getting a new Jeepers Creepers film called Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I don't know if it's going to be a reboot or a continuation, but a new trailer just came out, so let's take a look. Well, it definitely looks pretty good, so we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Alright guys, that does it for this episode of From the Red Carpet. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more content. Alright, now back to Resident Evil Month.